What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Scott Reacts. I am your host, Scott Lewis. You can follow me at Barbchair Scott on all social media platforms. All of my social media links are in the description box right now. If you are new to this channel, subscribe, turn on your notifications, leave a comment, and do all of that, man. We trying to slowly build this subscriber community here on my new YouTube page, which I've had. Funny thing is, I've actually had this channel, since 2008, 2007, 2008. Like, this is the first ever YouTube channel that I ever started just to watch YouTube shit. And I still use it just to watch my regular YouTube shit. Fun fact, the first ever YouTube video I watched was Cameron on 60 Minutes. When it happened, like they uploaded it on there whenever the fuck it was in 2007. But I decided to just, use this channel as my side content that don't have nothing to do with 70 Nights in Dallas, and I'm not gonna hold you. And by the way, if you want to watch both of those programs on the network on this page, you can just go to my main page, and I've got all the different playlists on there, man. But welcome to another edition of Scott Reacts. Today I'm gonna talk about Ace Bailey. Now I know I did say on Thursday when I dropped the second Apron video that I was going to do NFL NBA draft recap video, but I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. So basically, what happened is what we all expected to happen. Cooper Flag went number one to the Dallas Mavericks. Still mad that Dallas we were in that position to have that fucking pick. The Bulls drafted some guy from France. Who knows if he's good or not? I'm not going to be watching any damn way, so whatever. But I want to talk about number 5 draft pick Ace Bailey, because there was a lot of um not speculation, but a lot of noise coming into this draft about him and the way he's been handling. Let's be real. He's not been handling well at all. He's not been he didn't go to any of the pre-draft workouts. He wasn't taking meetings. He wasn't doing any of this. And he even had a list of teams that he did not want to go to. And the team that drafted him, the Utah Jazz, was one of those teams that he did not want to go. And it's been, he's been getting slammed in the media, not just by media heads like myself and others, but former players, and we're seeing right now what it's all about. So he did not look happy when the Utah Jazz drafted him on Thursday. Now, here's my thing about this. Now, he is not reported to Utah as the time of I'm recording this video. I'm recording this video like 1:30 Central Time. So as of right now, he is not reported to Utah. Now, granted, he doesn't have to report to Utah until Monday morning when they begin their summer league training. And, by all accounts, I expect him to be there. Now, ESPN reporter Brian Windhorst said it's up in the air whether he's going to be there on time or whatever. All the other Utah Jazz draft picks have already reported. But as Sham said today on the Pat McAfee show, and I actually agree with him, we've never seen an NBA player hold out. Like, this hasn't been anything that we've seen where somebody just says, you know what, I hate Utah this bad that I'm going to give up a $10 million salary. I just don't see that happening whatsoever. I think he will report. But I think the story here isn't even the fact that he has this issue and he doesn't want to go. The story is, I think, it's more of a player empowerment thing. And not that I have a problem with the player empowerment era, because I don't. I do believe players should have a little control over where they should have their livelihoods. But I also think that should come when you hit fucking free agency. And especially if you're a rookie. Now, things are different. We could talk about how things look. If Cooper Flag does this, we might look at this a little differently because obviously he's white, but because he's a number 1 draft pick and he's had all this hype coming to this season. Not saying that Ace Bailey wasn't a great college player and won't be a great league player. Who fucking knows? I know he was really good in college. I was actually hoping he dropped down to the Bulls, which we all knew wasn't gonna happen. But I think at the end of the day, man, like, if you're a rookie, you go where you're drafted. That's what the point of the draft. There's a good chance that you're going to go to a city that you do not want to go to. We all know that Austin Ainge, the new general manager of the Utah Jazz, and his father, Danny Ainge, who's the president of Utah Jazz, said they're not budging. If he's going to be playing basketball in 2025, 2026, it will be in Salt Lake City, Utah. But I think that I think younger talents, this is like the dark side of the NIL, where like they're already millionaires coming to this. We saw that this week where, wasn't that many over the top celebrations from some of these guys because they've been millionaires and have been quote unquote pros for a couple years now. So I don't think you have the same excitement or vibe that you usually have with, pre-NIL era. But I think just because you're getting all this money in college doesn't let you choose where you're going to go. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are anti-draft. A lot of people rather have it like how they have, maybe in soccer where you get to, you have an academy and you're finding young talent, poaching them from elsewhere. I believe that draft should continue to happen in all the leagues that happen because there needs to be some balance. Well, if you got these small market teams who don't have the means to be able to compete with the big dogs like the Lakers, like the Celtics, like the Warriors or whoever, who have a lot of money to just sign young players if that's how the NBA or the NFL or Major League Baseball decides to act. So you need to have a balance. People need to get lucky. Like, think about how many franchises would have changed if they didn't have draft picks. Shit, think about my Chicago Bears. Where the fuck would we be at if we didn't have, a number one draft able to kill Williams? So you can say that everything. Cleveland wasn't shit until they got LeBron James. Imagine what they would have been. So I do feel like the draft is necessary. And I think that's something you need to earn as a player to control where you want to go. He's got 4 years left. He don't have a 4-year rookie deal when it starts. When it comes to that, you don't have to sign a rookie deal. Now, most rookies do sign an extension to their rookie deal, but you can go out there and decide, okay, I tried it. I don't want to be there anymore. But you also could look at it as I could be a part of this renovation of the Utah Jazz franchise. I mean, just look at the two teams that were just in the NBA Finals. Who the fuck wanted to play in Oklahoma? Even though they won the championship this year still. Who the fuck wants to play in Oklahoma? Same thing with Indiana. So Detroit was one of the worst teams in basketball just 2 seasons ago. Now look at them. Orlando, then they got those young talent. You can be part of that to turn around. I know you probably wanted to go to a city that's, more of a more entertaining city to be in or a better city to be in. But I just feel like there needs to be some rules, not really rules, but I think these younger athletes, I don't want to say that they're being, I'm trying to think what's the word, like, being too much or think they're smelling themselves or something like that. But if you're going to come into this league, this is a grown man's league, you got to earn your keep. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Flag, as great as he is, he still got to come to the NBA and prove that, I can do what I did in college or even better. So I think that also, I don't know what people represent him. I saw a picture of the guy who is his agent or some shit, and it's giving me real Reggie from Baller vibes. Like, I don't know the man. Maybe he's better at business than he looks in that picture, looking like he's Jazzo from from Jay-Z's crew. I don't know, but get smarter people around you. If you're gonna be in the no agent type of group that we see a lot of these athletes in, make sure you got smart people around you. Lamar Jackson doesn't have an agent, but his mother, smart deal, got him a great contract. Even if you look in the Premier League, we're going to go into soccer with Arsenal. Miles Lewis-Skelly, his mother's his agent, and he's 18. Got him a great deal. So at least make sure that you have people who know what the fuck they're doing. And right now, it doesn't look like anybody in Ace Bailey's camp is giving him good advice whatsoever. So we'll see if he reports on Monday. I do think he will report. I will be absolutely stunned if he doesn't report to Utah Jazz summer league training at all. That would really, really surprise me. And if he does, you can guarantee I'll be making another video on that, man. So this is another edition of Scott Reacts. If you're new to the channel, press subscribe, turn on your notifications because I'm dropping consistently on this page. Leave a comment. Let me know what you feel. Do you agree with what I say, or you think I'm tripping? Either way, leave a comment on there, man. We are right now at 290 subscribers. Told you, building this from the ground up. Let's push this up to 300. We're going to take this mile by mile, 300. Then we get to 500. Then we get to 1,000. We're building this from the ground up, man. So I appreciate everybody who has subscribed because we've had about 80 new subscribers since I started this channel 2 weeks ago as far as like actually uploading stuff, man. So yeah, I got a dope video coming out on Monday. So if you see me in and I got the same shit I got on right now, it's because I'm literally about to record this after I'm done with this. But we're going to be talking about the truth of the end of the Lovie Smith era and the Lovie Smith era in general. So Bears fans, check that out. I will be dropping that on Monday. It's your boy Barberchair Scott. Scott Reacts for another edition. I'm up out of here.